Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I am the She in Sheality TV, here with some straight up reality TV commentary, and today I want to talk about Married at First Sight. This is going to be a good one. So where do I start? I'm going to start by saying that person on the show who was married to Paige, he is he who shall not be named. His name is being mentioned way too many times on too many YouTube videos, in too many Entertainment Tonight pieces or whatever. Too much. He's getting too much attention, too much ink, too much whatever. So that is the last time I'm going to mention him. Fair? Cool. Let's start out with the basic premise of the show, and then we'll understand why it's going the way it's going. Up until now, all of the couples on all of the previous seasons seem to have been like relatively normal, right? With the exception of that super tall guy, I can't remember what his name was, who got married and then decided that he wanted to go out with the boys every night, right? I can't remember his name, not worth mentioning, whatever. So I'm thinking this show it's supposed to be a reality show, but you and I both know that there's not a damn thing real about reality TV, right? So this show is cast the same way that a scripted series would be cast. So what about the experts? They were cast the same way. They might be experts in their field, like out in the real world, and they're supposed to be experts in their field, like for the show, but they were cast for the show. I don't believe that they had anything to do with choosing any of these couples. Does that make sense? I feel like a casting company chose these couples, or a production company or whatever, right? They decided that they would choose individuals who had the characteristics of characters that they would cast on a TV series. Does that make sense? So, for instance, let's take Haley. In the interview process, Haley told someone that she's been single for 7 years, right? In reality, if I was a casting director, or I'm sure if you were a casting director, you would not say, okay, yeah, you know what? We're going to pair her with this guy who really wants to be married. He wants to feel like he's part of a team. He wants a wife. He wants someone that he can spend the rest of his life with. Let's pair this woman who hasn't been in a relationship at all. She's been single for 7 years. Let's pair her with him. That makes no sense. That is absolute shit sense. It makes no sense. In addition, she doesn't click with him at all. He's trying, yeah, he can be a bit overbearing, but I think that's because she is completely detached. If you were single for 7 years, you would be detached because you haven't related to anyone on that level for 7 years. But it makes great TV, doesn't it? Let's move on to Ryan and Clara. This is a good one. So Ryan and Clara have not had sex. They've been married for 6 weeks at this point. Okay, at this point in the series, they've been married for 6 weeks, and they still have not had sex. And by sex, I mean conventional sex, conventional male-female sex. She says that she's been servicing him, but she's not happy because she is, as she, in her own words, sexually frustrated because she's not getting anything out of it. They're not having sex because Ryan says, he's very religious and he doesn't want to have sex. He doesn't even want to say, I love you, because he says he doesn't want to overuse the phrase to the point where it doesn't mean anything. Bitch, you haven't said it at all yet. You've not said it even once. So are you afraid that saying it once will make it overuse? Is that what you're saying? So here's my take on Ryan. You ready? He doesn't want to have sex with Clara after 6 weeks of marriage. He doesn't want to have sex because, where's the drum roll? Ryan don't like punani. He don't like pum pum, and he don't like vagina. That is why he's not having sex with Clara. Make sense? Men use all kinds of excuses that are wrapped around religion to get into and out of all kinds of shit. Let's take, what's his nose? Colton, what's his nose? The Bachelor, who just told the world that he's gay. I've known that since he got on the show. A virgin at 27, and he looks like that? No, it's because he doesn't like vagina. That's why. And if you're gay, wonderful, be gay. But don't get on a TV series with someone who wants to be married and not relate to her as a husband because of your religion. Come on, dude. Really? You don't like pum pum. It's that simple. Let's move on to Eric and Virginia. Lord Jesus, have mercy. I don't even know where to start with this one. Okay, so here comes the casting analogy again, okay? You've got a 26 or 27-year-old. She's a party girl. She likes to party and drink 4 nights a week, plus weekends. She wants to drink till she's blackout drunk and pass out at a guy friend's house. And she says out of her own mouth that all she has are guy friends. And she wants to be married. The most irresponsible personality type, the drink till I get drunk and blackout personality type, they paired or cast with one of the most responsible personality types, a fucking pilot. They paired her with a pilot. A pilot who has a life and a career and common sense, and up to the point where he met her, wasn't really a drinker. They put them together and had them get married. He also wants children. She doesn't think she does. Casting. They were cast, they were put together in a behind the scenes casting session for the possibility that they would make good TV. They weren't put together because anybody thought that they would actually make a good couple. Come the fuck on. There's no way that anybody could convince me that they thought that these two would make a good couple. No way. No way. Never. Never. And she's pissed that he says, no, you spend your nights here with me. You sleep in the house that we live in with me. You don't pass out at some guy's house. And she's pissed. She thinks he's wrong. These are the two people that they put together to be married. What? And at the beginning of the series, the experts said, oh, well, they think that his calm, responsible nature will calm her down. It's not. It's not. She doesn't see that. That's wrong. She doesn't get it, or she pretends not to get it. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't going to talk about him, but what I actually said was I'm not going to mention his name. But he who shall not be named, and Paige. Yeah, no one, you will never be able to convince me that that production company didn't have some idea as to his background. No, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way you didn't know that he was engaged 2 months prior to coming onto this show. There's no way you didn't know that. You would have asked, you know what kind of paperwork these guys have to fill out to get on the show? Yeah, no. I think they went through that with a fine-tooth comb. They knew who they were bringing on the show. They knew exactly who they were bringing on the show. So they put him on there for a reason. It wouldn't surprise me if he was like the cousin or the brother of someone on in that production company. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Not in the least. The person I feel badly for is Paige, because she actually came on the show wanting something real, and they handed her fake as fuck. As far as Vincent and Brianna go, they fluked into getting these two who seem to be working out. That was a fluke. But if they had 5 couples like Vincent and Brianna that they actually thought about when they were pairing, they wouldn't really have a show. And that is why I think, I'm positive that they cast this season, maybe not the other seasons, they didn't think so much about that, but they cast this season of Married at First Sight like the way they would cast a scripted series. Period. Period. That's all I've got for Married at First Sight for today. My name is Debbie. This is Sheality TV. Come follow me on Twitter at Sheality_TV. I will see you next time. Peace.